Here are 12 foods that you need to avoid if you want to avoid cancer. Cancer has become rampant right now. Breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, and any kind of cancer. It has become rampant now. This is basically because of the food we ingest and so many other things. So please listen attentively and take note of this. My name is Nurse Merit. I'm a nephrology nurse. Basically, dialysis kidney is my specialty. I'm also a naturopathic medicine student. So let's get to it. Number one is red meat. Now, the World Health Organization has declared that red meat, especially beef, has high chances of causing cancers like prostate cancer, breast cancer, and all sorts of cancers. Number two is highly processed meat. Example, your corned beef, your sausage rolls, deli meat, and all of those. Please, this is declared that they are the number one carcinogenic foods out there because of what is being used to preserve these foods, like nitrates. The next one on the list is deep fried foods. Constantly eating deep fried food can increase you to the risk of developing cancer. This especially deep fried foods. This is because when you deep fry your foods in higher temperatures, it can, release the processed a compound called acrylamide, and this is a cancer causative compound. The next one on the list is highly processed foods. It can come in your foods that are highly has a lot of condiments in it, food that are always microwaved, food that are ultra processed. Still comes in the fact of the sausages or hot dogs or packaged food, canned foods. All these foods, they are not good for you. I saw somebody eating these canned sardines. Instead of eating canned sardine, why not eat fresh sardine, which is healthy? So highly ultra processed food can increase your chances of getting cancer. Please, is it something you need to avoid? Surprisingly, the next food we have on the list is charred food or smoked food. Cooking your meat or your fish now in high temperature, like smoking your meat. This releases toxins and producing agents into that, either that meat or that fish. This cancer forming agent is called heterocyclic amines and polycyclic hydrocarbons. These two are cancer producing agents. So you need to just boil your food, cook your food, and avoid high temperature like boiling, high temperature like not boiling now, deep frying, smoking or charring your meat, your fish, and all. The next one on the list we'll have is beverages and highly sugary drinks. Please, this can insulin your insulin level and not just it, deter your overstress your pancreas, and this can also increase you to the risk of being obesity. And if you're obese, this is also a risk factor for you to develop cancer. So please, as much as you can, avoid beverages, highly sweetened, artificial sweetened drinks. Please, this is not good for you. The next food we have on the list is alcohol. It has been established that alcohol can cause several or increase you to having several types of cancer: breast cancer, prostate cancer, esophageal cancer. This is because when you consume alcohol and when alcohol has been metabolized, it damages your DNA. And when DNA is damaged, these cancerous cells or normal cells will start multiplying. And when they start multiplying, the body can't keep it in check again, and this continue to multiply proliferously, and this is how cancer starts. It is not natural. There is no kind of vitamins in it. It does nothing to your body. It has been established that alcohol causes all kinds of cancer, like I said. It causes inflammation, it damages your organs, it disrupts your hormones, it facilitates harmful organisms in your body. So consuming a lot of alcohol is something that you need to think about. Why am I consuming alcohol? What does it actually does? So it's left for you to avoid or continue to take alcohol. Apart from esophageal cancer, it can also cause liver cancer, liver cirrhosis, breast cancer, and all kinds of cancers that you're not even aware. One on the list is highly salted food. Please, as much as you can, avoid food that are highly salted and food that has a lot of condiments in it, because this has been related to risk of cancer development. Some of this food can be found in canned food like pickles, canned vegetables, because these are like a kind of preservatives. So instead of constantly using your canned vegetables, why not take fresh vegetables, right? So, and also putting lots of salt in your already cooking food increases your risk of hypertension, developing high blood pressure, more stress on your kidneys and all. So, and also adding a lot of condiments. Some people now no longer add salt in their food. They prefer to now use lots of condiments. This is no better because it still has some salt, form of salt, sodium glutamate in it, and MSG as well, which is not so good for you when consumed in excess. So please, instead of always eating out, which most of these meals are prepared with processed food, try as much as you can not to eat them. Read the labels. Pickles, what is it now called now, foods that are biscuits and all, they have a lot of salt in them. All right, the next one is snacks like flakes, yes, biscuits. Most of these have a lot of preservative and also packed with so much salt in them. So please, this is something that you should not eat all of the time. If you can avoid them, then I also always say, when nature doesn't make it, there's no need to take. Even if you can take once in a while, just to fulfill your taste bud. The next one on the list is artificial sweeteners. Although there are not enough proof or evidence to this because it's been missed, but there are some studies that have shown that artificial sweeteners like aspartate, saccharin, they have some carcinogenic agents in them. So if you are sweet toothed, I prefer you use like a fresh honey, or if you have to use these things, you can use them once in a while. Okay, fresh original honey if you must, right? Okay. I know the next thing, having known these foods, the next thing will be, what am I going to replace them with? What kind of food should I take instead? Well, you have to replace this food with whole foods. If you notice, you will know that these are processed and ultra processed foods, and some of the ways we make this food is also matters. I beg your pardon. It's not just making the food. For instance, making your food in a very hot temperature, like roasting or steaming, like in open fire. Yeah, instead of making this food in a high temperature with frying, deep frying in those seed oils that are not good for you, you can boil them. It's instead of making them with roasting with open fire, releasing these compounds in them, you can simply cook your food the normal way that is supposed to be done. Avoiding highly salted foods, you can avoid them by cooking your meals yourself and knowing the kind of condiments that you put in them. Use natural condiments like crayfish, garlic, herbs, and around you. Okay, then if you're putting condiments, you now know the amount of condiments you are putting, unlike the fast food that put a lot of condiments so that it makes the food taste better. Okay, you're not there, so you have to make food yourself most of the time. Avoid highly processed food, red meat, canned food, sausages or hot dogs, deli meats, all of those canned food, canned vegetables. Take it fresh. Why taking canned maize? Why taking canned beans? Why taking canned food that already has preservative in it? Why taking canned sardine? Take this food fresh and raw. If you are taking these things once in a, it should be once in a while. Probably you went on an event and there are foods that are okay, take buffet, and you wanted to take vegetables and these vegetables are missed already. You just take it, but it's not you just go home and then you're buying corn beef with your own money. What happened to the fresh meat? And then you reduce the way you take red meat. Okay, beef, especially beef is anything red meat, so reduce the way you take it. Fish is better. Make sure you know the kind of fish you're taking. Sardines are good. White meat is better. Turkey, chicken, make sure they are organic and they are not filled with GMOs. And then your oil, getting the oil is one thing, then deep frying it again, releasing these toxic carcinogen organs, they are not good for you. If you can afford olive oil, if you can afford what oil now, olive oil, coconut oil, then you can go for it. But if you can't, if you're using your seed oil, not almost all of the time, and you don't put in so much, okay, avoid highly microwaving your food or popcorn or something, because if you're microwaving your food with plastic and all, that is not so good for you. Sometimes I microwave my food, but it's not like it's a lifestyle. Anything that you're eating, you're microwaving it, and in a plastic. Make sure you use microwave safe if you are, and cover that food when you're microwaving your food. And of course, alcohol. Avoid alcohol as much as you can. Before, it's been said that red wine or some of those things it doesn't have any benefits. Research has proven that there is no form of benefit whatsoever. So please avoid it. It can cause prostate cancer, liver cancer, and all form of cancer that you can't even want to know in the nearest future. Normally, if you are avoiding these things, there is cancer coming. I mean, the risk of cancer reduces, but it can just happen to anybody. So talk more of when you don't avoid it, when you don't put your body in a good shape to help your body fight against this cancer cells. You just now expose your body. It comes easily. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to do is try to do exercises. Keep your body moving. Cancer cells cannot survive when there is no much sugar and when there is no oxygen. So you work out, your heart is pumping, and this thing kills the cancer cells. And then there are some certain investigations you're supposed to be doing every month, every year, especially for women, about 3 times in a month. This will help you detect breast cancer. These are just normal investigations. It's not even the cancer investigations that you're thinking. These are one of the things we'll be discussing on my next Health Kidney Summit in Lagos, coming in Lagos around March. I've not yet fixed the gate, but follow me and stick to this page, especially my social media, my Instagram and my Facebook, because I will let you all know then, and then you register there. The naturopathic doctors will be coming to tell you natural ways of dealing with some certain ailments that you are dealing with. So very, very important. Avoid highly beverages, highly sugary drinks. Avoid sugar, raw sugar as much as you can. Eat fresh food. Eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. Anything you're eating, make sure there's vegetables in it. Okay. Then take herbs like bitter leaf herbs, like anything you're cooking, put scent leaf, put form of vegetables are also kind of herbs. Okay, take lemon, water, ginger, garlic, take chamomile tea, green tea. These are oxidative stress herbs, okay, and the anti-inflammatory as well. Okay, so it's not just about taking sweet drinks all of the time. Okay, these are what will help you prevent cancer and so many other diseases. Remember that I'm a naturopathic doctor in making. Okay, so I know some of these things. And the next one on the list is, which is of course the most important thing. I tell people, you have to pray. You have to pray. God is the only one that can save you from this. I don't know the kind of God you're serving, but mine, I'm not telling you to serve my God, but my own God is Jesus Christ, and he is the savior of the world. So I invite you to give your life to him and pray. He's the one that will save. You can do all of these things and die. You can do all of these things and something else comes. If it's not cancer, it's kidney failure, it's heart failure, God is the only one that can save. but that doesn't mean you're not going to take care of yourself. Remember, if you want to have a consultation with me, chat the number on the screen. If you want to have a consultation with a naturopathic doctor, you're having PCOS, liver issues, kidney issues, you want to talk to a nephrology doctor, any kind of doctor you want, just chat the number on the screen, my secretary, and request for any doctor you want, or you can ask questions. They will explain to you better. Remember that consultation is not free. Please don't go and tell my secretary that she's wicked. It is not free. However, you can put your questions in the comment section. For free consultation, chat me on my social media, my Instagram. If it's a consultation that requires you to book, you have to book, because consultation mostly requires me and you to talk on the phone. It requires you and the doctor. It's not something you chat. I'm having this, what? No, it's not that way. However, if it's just a simple something that you just want to, you can always DM me. But there is a lot of crowd, okay? So sorry for wasting your time. By the way, like this video, share, and click on the subscription button, and follow this page. Have a nice day.